We'll see if Hang On Baby can contribute in a big way tonight. They are lined up and set for a start. They're off and trotting, and a good beginning in the center. Stormont Mabel fires out first. Leaving next door to her is Rose Run Eccentric. Wide to the grandstand side is St. Antoine activated from in third. Speed outside from resolving into fourth. Fifth away, there's Hershey Sealster. Hang On Baby in no hurry in the early going, as she'll size them up from a comfortable sixth. Seventh on her back is Stormont Molly, and the final two in the field as they bend their way over to the quarter marker are Muscle Up the Gold, and last is Grace. First panel trotted, 27 flat. Good speed as Rose Run Eccentric supplied it and takes this field to the backstretch. Rose Run Eccentric and Henry lead. Stormont Mabel is second, gap of 2 to St. Antoine, 2 more to Resolving. Then inside Hershey Sealster, favorite Hang On Baby, another 2 lengths back to Stormont Molly, 2 more, Muscle Up the Gold, and trailer is Grace on the way to the midway point. Single file as everyone respects the tempo being set by Rose Run Eccentric. It's Rose Run Eccentric and Henry at a half and 56 and 1. The second quarter trotted 29 and 1, and they bend their way into the final turn. Rose Run Eccentric extends the lead. It's a length and a half advantage now on Stormont Mabel. Popping out third, long shot. St. Antoine will come first over, giving cover to Resolving fourth, who's up on the move now. Picking up cover times 2 is Hershey Sealster. Hang On Baby in the backfield 6. She's gapped on her cover here. Further back, Stormont Molly shooting the gap up the rail, Muscle Up the Gold, and the uninterested trailer is Grace. 3 quarters in 125 and 1, and they turn for home. Rose Run Eccentric has been overtaken by an upset-minded St. Antoine. Brushing up now off a ground-saving trip is Stormont Mabel in the hunt from third. Young grabs the lead. St. Antoine on top here late. Pressure comes from Stormont Mabel. Here driving late is Hershey Sealster on the far outside. Deep stretch. Put to pressure St. Antoine. Stormont Mabel getting to her. Stormont Mabel will score off a ground-saving trip to win the first grassroots final for WA in 1:53 and 3, a major mile. Nine, 3, 1, top 4 on the board for tonight's first race.
Highway. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, I'm here trackside with Louis-Philippe Waugh, winning driver aboard Stormont Mabel. Louis, you drove this horse earlier on in the season, actually drove her to her previous win in the grassroots, and when you're getting aboard today, was it the same horse you remember?
I think that their connection did a pretty good job getting her ready for tonight, because sometimes she would need a little more on the stretch. She wasn't giving you what she gave me today, so that's what I just told Gary. I said she just found another gear in the stretch that she didn't used to have. Usually she would just keep whatever speed she was going, but she wouldn't go that much forward in the stretch. So I was impressed with her and happy with her.
It's a real big mile tonight for her, and on top of that, I mean, there was a long-priced horse that kind of forged the lead there, and it looked like maybe you weren't going to get there for a bit. Were you pretty confident you were going to go by?
You mean down the lane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, in the last turn, she didn't feel that enthusiastic about going forward. But when I got her on Youngie's helmet, she just found another gear. She started, and then from there, I was kind of confident, that she was gonna go by there. And the track, that's a big mile. I mean, the track crew have been doing a pretty good job, because the track is very nice tonight.
You've got a really nice assortment throughout the OSS Grassroots Championships tonight. The ones that come to mind for me are obviously Momentarily and Reign Supreme a little later on. What can you say about those ones? And I mean, you've got to be pretty confident sitting behind those.
Yeah, definitely. I think those two horses was kind of in between grassroots and goals. They were pretty dominant for grassroots, and maybe not among the best, but still could figure in the goal. and the connection just decided to keep them in the grassroots all summer long, pretty much. So we're going in the final with confidence. I know there's other good horses in both finals, but they're going to be among the favorites for sure.
All right, thanks, Louis. Good luck the rest of the way tonight. Stormont Mabel, winner of the opener tonight, the OSS Grassroots Championships.